Hello and good evening from McQuinn Stadium in St. Louis Park. I'm Bruce Omer along with Keith Williams, and tonight it's the Benilde-St. Margaret Red Knights taking on the Tartan Titans of St. Paul. And it should be a good matchup as the Red Knights come into this game 4-2, the Titans 5-1. Red Knights lead their conference, and the Titans just a half a game out of the lead in their conference, so big game for both teams.
Beautiful night for football, Bruce. Beautiful night for football.
A little bit of a wind. We'll see if that has any effect on this game.
You got Lynch on the return.
Lynch returning the football, and he goes down at the 15. Nice tackling by the Titans as we take a look at the Benilde-St. Margaret starting lineup, and bolstered by a great front line. Keaton Studsrud, the quarterback, and done an outstanding job for the Red Knights this season. He's calling the signals from the 15-yard line, and the handoff up the middle, fighting for about a yard or two. That was Watkins.
Robinson. On a quick little draw there. Play action by the quarterback.
There's the wingback, Austin Robertson. And a nice opener up the middle and out to the 29-yard line.
Out to the 30-yard line.
By Watkins. On
Yeah.
the run. Nice little play action fake again. Quarterback fake option. Watson on the left-hand side for a nice first down.
And the Red Knights in a hurry-up offense here, no huddle.
And again, running right up that left side on that quarterback option. It picks up another good 5 yards.
Give it to Watkins, who's carried the ball 64 times prior to this game for 314 yards, averaging 4.9 yards per carry.
The average is going up right now because he's put up some positive yards on both times he's touched the ball this evening.
Back to pass on the
and he got it wide
over
open.
the middle.
Oh, nice catch by number 11.
And a touchdown for the Red Knights.
Nice job.
And a great pass to Sam Lynch, who was cutting over the middle, broke to the outside for the touchdown. So watch again, Studsrud with the play action pass, and a beautiful pass. Lynch had to reach back a little bit, but he outran the defender that time, number 21, Amani Winfield. And Arneson will go for the extra point here. Studsrud to hold. The kick is up.
Yep.
And no good. Wide to the left that time. So
they set this play action up great. These guys a bit biting on the run because they've been running up the left-hand sideline. Wide receivers gets back behind this corner and the safety. Touchdown.
65-yard passing play. Good start for the Red Knights.
Good start for the Red Knights. He caught this corner and the safety peeking back in the backfield looking for that run, and the wide receiver just gets behind both the guys, scores an easy touchdown.
So 6-0 after the extra point was missed, and now the Red Knights will kick off. Othang and Belafont back for the Tartans, or the Titans, the Tartan Titans. You get that? That's a little tongue twister there.
The Tartan Titans.
Tartan Titans.
The Tartan Titans. That's
out
a
of
tongue
Oakdale,
twister.
Minnesota.
back to receive. Oh, nice little swivel kick on the floor. Picked up by number 18. Runs into his own player. Knocked down at the 42.
Yeah, it was Tristan Rickert who fielded it. He was the up guy and took it out to about the 38-yard line. So good starting field position for the Titans. And for the Titans, they will have their quarterback, Tim McCarthy. Their leading running back has over 800 yards, and that's Keenan Belafont. Huh? I think we'll see a lot of Belafont in this game, number 27. Yeah, this time Belafont not even in the game. And the handoff this time to number 34, Graves Jr.
And a nice tackle by Burns on the outside, staying outside contained, picking up the fullback and the running back on that play.
So a loss of a couple yards, good defense by the Red Knights as we take a look at the defense and the secondary for the Red Knights. Been a pretty strong unit so far this year. And the quick pass. Oh, that was thrown behind the receiver, and that was Roberts.
A dangerous play.
Yeah, because that ball, if he drops that, it's a live ball. Right.
Trust me, I know. I've done that a couple of my 5th grade games, and the kids don't. It's not a fumble. I'm like, it's behind the line of scrimmage. It's a fumble.
So the Titans going backwards here. And they marked this one at the 29-yard line.
Wow, rough start for the Titans right now.
Right, it's going to bring up a 3rd down, 19 yards to go.
So defensive backs and the safety got to stay up on their horse, watch for the pass because you know it's coming.
See if Roberts and Rickert, the wide receivers, get into the play here. There's a quick pass over the middle, complete. And it was actually a nice gain that time.
Nice gain by Tristan Rickert. Nice little quick slant in the middle.
So they got a lot of the yards back, and they bring it out to the 44-yard line. And a decision to make here by the Tartan coaching staff, and they decide they're going to punt the football, which is probably a smart decision here.
Well, the Titans start off with great field position, couldn't go do anything with it.
So now Lynch will be back at his own 16-yard line to receive the punt.
Lynch, the guy who just scored the touchdown. Last possession by the Red Knights.
Oh, there's a player ran into the kicker.
And that is a silly, silly mistake by the Red Knights right there.
Yeah, the punter is down. He's hurting.
Roughing the kicker against the Red Knights.
And this is going to be an automatic 1st down, if I believe, or at least 15-yard penalty, because he, you know.
But now the fans see he gets a.
And the Oscar goes to.
He was down in a lot of pain. All of a sudden he got up and went over the sideline. The fans saw that and they're booing a little bit. But
well, it brings new life into the Titans offense because they pick up a 1st down on that play.
Yeah, you just got to be so careful on special teams to not allow a second opportunity like that. It can always. But I think this question is it a 5-yard penalty? If it is, it still would be a 1st down. So
I think it's going to be a 15-yard penalty. The way they point and moving the chain, it's going to be a 15-yard penalty, and automatic 1st down.
5-yarder.
5 yards.
So, you know, they have it's just running into the kicker versus roughing the kicker.
1st and 10 from Tartan from the 49-yard line.
Looks like, is that Belafont now in the backfield?
Yeah, Belafont's in the backfield.
Another pass over the middle, complete to Rickert.
Rickert picks almost up another 1st down.
You know, it's a nice little play. They run inside, and they're leaving a little opening in the zone there, and it's just a sort of a nice high percentage pass.
It looks like the defensive back is passing them off to the safety, and the safety is coming up late on the play. Almost like a cover 2. So
good 1st down play for the Titans makes it now 2nd down, 8 to go, 7:52 remaining here in the first quarter. 6-0 Red Knights lead. McCarthy back to pass. Now he's going to run with it. Takes off across the 40, 35, 30, down at the 24-yard line. So a nice
big pickup by
nice
McCarthy.
run by the quarterback. Tim McCarthy, 6'2", 215 pounds.
It's a nice sized quarterback there. And the Red Knights got to be a little frustrated themselves, giving the Titans a little bit, air to breathe on that.
Right, they give him that second chance with the running into the kicker penalty, and now the Titans marching on the doorstep here, trying to get into the red zone here at the 25. Back to pass, and now another run by McCarthy,
nice
but this time
by the Red Knights.
Right, the Red Knights did a good job stacking it up this time. Mikey McGill coming out of the bottom of the pile there, making the tackle for the Red Knights.
McCarthy back in the shotgun position again.
Keith, I know which way the wind's blowing. right where the grill is blowing the great smell of those burgers, as that was intended for Ricker.
I smell them too. And Ricker just didn't look the ball in. He had the ball. He had the space to run, but he just looked at up the field before he caught the ball and dropped the ball right there.
What you can see the Titans doing right here, Keith, is just sort of quick drops and quick throws. So they're not staying in the pocket for 3-4 seconds. It's just really a one-step drop back and a quick throw.
Throw it to a spot, yeah. And the reason why they have to do that because there's so much pressure coming by the Red Knights defensive line on the quarterback right now.
You know, again, rushers rush for 800 yards, has not really run the ball yet. They're going to pass the ball, thrown again. And a good job by Ricker coming back behind to grab that ball.
That's Ricker's a nice little solid wide receiver. You know, he's drove them pretty much all the way up down the field, except for one drop pass.
Well, and it's fourth down and 3. It'll be a long field goal, so you'd think that the Titans will go for it here from the 17-yard line.
And this is a big, it's a big fourth down for the Red Knights here.
This time Ricker lines up on the right side of the line.
And yeah, if you're looking at anything, you look in spine where number 18 is, because you know you're pretty much probably going to get the ball.
Back to pass, pressure. Trying to step up in the pocket.
And the Red Knights stop him.
Doing.
Nice job, Red Knights, on the good defense. Again, I think he was looking at Ricker, really wanted to go to Ricker, but didn't have him open. And the Red Knights defensive line, and that's why he's been throwing that ball out there pretty fast, because that defensive line is putting great pressure on the Titans tonight.
There's great pressure by Commerce and Weber.
Nice stop by the Red Knights.
Watkins in the backfield along with Studsrud. We'll see if Studsrud runs one here. But, you know, hands off.
Oh.
And nice gain over the right side. Watkins got tripped up a little bit, or it looked like he may have had more yardage on that play.
Got tripped up a little bit, caught up by the turf.
Still 5 yards on the play.
On first down, if you can get 2-3 yards, it's always a good sign.
This is a quarterback, and now he pitches the ball forward.
Wow, that's a little trickery there.
A little shovel pass to Austin Robertson.
Nice pickup by Austin Robertson.
That's one thing that, you know, Keaton Studsrud has been able to do, is just he's very smart quarterback.
And it's kind of like a read option with the little shovel pass there. Never seen that before. A little creative by the Red Knights.
Here's a run to the near side.
Nice big tackle by
Nate Berry, the ball carrier that time. Tackle was made by Ben Nisler, number 5.
Oh, there it is.
So gain of 2 on the play. It's going to bring up a 3rd down. 9 yards to go, almost 10.
Oh,
there's
encroachment by number 33. Easy 5 yards. Martin trying to anticipate the snap, jumps across the line, encroachment on the defense.
You know, on these 3rd down plays for the Red Knights, when they've had 3rd and long, one of the players to watch for is Jack Sims, a big tight end, number 88. He's come up with some big catches this season for the Red Knights. So on 3rd and 5, Studsrud rolls to the side. Now rolls again, looking downfield.
And there you go. Hit this big target, number 88. Bruce, you called it. Big play by Jack Sims.
Well, and you can see the way the quarterback, Studsrud, extended the play. As you see, rolling to his left, and then he was able to get in position to see Sims, and he had the big target right in the middle of
And
about
Sims just
4
kept
defenders.
rolling with the quarterback, put up his hand, big target, easy 1st down.
Studsrud keeps it himself. Takes it to the 33. Logger out. Lynch in. Watch Lynch. Lynch and Hanks line up to the right side. And the handoff.
Carry the ball carrier.
A nice pick.
Perry with a nice gain.
Nice little dive play right up the middle, keeps the feet moving.
So 3rd and short.
Let's see if the Red Knights can pick this one up again.
Barry in the backfield. And
nice
give us
run.
to Barry. He cuts back inside, spins around, and gets down to about the 11. Feeling some raindrops, Keith.
He's in the 21. Barry.
Studsrud keeps it himself. Keith, hold the papers. Here's this too. I'll get you into it.
Well,
You
raindrops
want
coming down
some
here.
tape here, Keith?
Yeah.
Here's a couple if you want to tape them. Where we got the wind is picked up here, so.
Thanks. Nice little pass. Oh, you about?
I need an umbrella. Anyone have an umbrella? Got the electric, got the headphones on, a little rain. We don't have the press box anymore. That's a problem here.
Yes.
If you guys are watching this game, vote for to put the announcers back in the press box.
Absolutely.
Here's a handoff, Watkins. Watkins spins again and gets close to the
Nice
chain.
job, Watkins.
Great second half effort by Watkins along the far sideline.
And these
I
running
think
backs
he has
keep
that
their
for
feet churning and getting another positive 2 or 3 yards out of the play.
So 4th down and inches to go for.
That's where these offensive linemen got to dig deep and dig in and just push this ball forward. Play action wouldn't be bad at this point in time right now either.
Quick dive up the middle. And very close, but I think a first down for the Red Knights. They didn't need much, so.
No. First down.
So with 56 seconds to go. Keith, looked like a pretty small crowd at the beginning of this game,
Yeah,
but now it's filling up.
I was worried about that, Mike. You used to come to this game in a nice full house. A nice big run by number 27 up the right sideline, Austin Robertson.
So a nice drive for the Red Knights, capped off with a 5-yard run by Austin Robertson.
And the big thing for the Red Knights that series was every time they got into that third down situation, they were able to get the first down to keep their series alive, and that was a great job by the Red Knights this evening.
See if they go for 2 here to try and get back the extra point they missed. Robertson in the backfield. Back to pass. Rolling. He's got some pressure. Stadger throws in the corner. Just too high.
It's a little too high for number 88.
But you can see the hands.
You can see the hands. They were there.
He was ready to pull that one down.
Bring it down a little bit. He got that ball.
So 12-0 our score here. .42 seconds to go in the quarter, and again the Red Knights seem to be in control so far.
Yeah, the Titan team seemed a little flat in this first quarter.
Yeah, defensively they've been unable to stop the Red Knights, but offensively they've been able to penetrate a little bit. But again, they were stymied down.
Exactly, and both times that the Titans had the ball, they got great field position. So and again, the difference between the two teams is every third down. The Red Knights were able to pick up a first down on that third down conversion. That's huge in football.
Squib kick.
And I'm trying to figure out, is this squib kick on purpose because they don't want to kick it to number 27 to Benilde-St or what?
Part of it may be just that they're against the wind and having to kick against that strong wind right now blowing right in their face, that if they try and keep it along the ground to get as much distance as they can. That's just my theory there, Keith. I don't know if I'm right.
I'm worried about field position.
And here, Benilde-St.
You see him for the first time this evening. Picks up a nice 12-yard pickup.
And there's a case. They really did not execute very well with Benilde-St in the offense. They really got into passing situations and
didn't utilize them.
And now that you're able to try and get the running game going a little bit, it may open that game for Rickard and some of the other wide receivers on this team.
Well, any team, you always want to establish a run, and that's what the Red Knights did at the beginning of the first quarter, and that's where they were able to pick up that easy touchdown on the play action.
Roberts to the near side, out of the I formation. Rickard in motion, coming to the near side. Quick fake pass, handoff, Benilde-St. And Benilde-St is stacked up on a great defensive play by the Red Knights.
Nice tackle by number 50, 51.
Yeah, I think a combination of Carter Burns and Jay Weber.
Huge.
So good first quarter for the Red Knights. A couple touchdowns, and they lead 12-0. We'll be back with more football here in just a minute.
Hi, I'm Betty White, and I'd like to share some news about an exciting project at Guide Dogs for the Blind. Guide Dogs for the Blind is building a new state-of-the-art student residence hall. It's where the magical partnership between someone who's blind and his new guide dog begins. Join me in helping them build a bright new future. Learn more online at guidedogs.com.
And welcome back here this evening as we have a score of 12-0 with the Red Knights up on the Titans and going into the second quarter.
Thanks, Keith. Keith was
improvising. You're the main voice. I'm just your backup.
Backup bodyguard. Got it.
Second down and 7 for the Titans from
You're
the
the-
43-yard line.
Keith, I'd be lost without you here, buddy.
Appreciate that.
Out of the I
Make brother
formation.
feel good about himself.
Rickard in motion to the far side. Titans trying to get on the board here. Belafon with a nice hold.
Oh, and he fumbles
the ball.
Fumbles the ball.
And the Red Knights are going to recover.
Wow, what a big turnover by the Red Knights. No, the funny thing is, Bruce, I just telling some of my kids about that. I say, you can't carry that football like a loaf of bread because somebody would come in there snatching out, and that's exactly what the Red Knights did on that play to get that nice turnover.
He had a little spin move there, and he broke through that one. He may have had it, but didn't have the football to go with it.
No,
and
he still spun move,
McGill.
and somebody swiped at it, knocked it out. Big turnover for the Red Knights.
Not the way the Titans wanted to play this first half on the road.
No.
But a good start for the Red Knights. They have the ball across midfield. This is Studsrud, and we got a penalty flag. Been a pretty clean game so far.
Neutral zone infraction. I think it's a neutral zone infraction on the defensive line.
Yeah, so
Offsides against
encroachment.
They get first down and 5 from the 43-yard line for the Red Knights.
So the ball placed at the 43.
And
a big hole up the
big
middle.
hole.
Watch. That was Barry.
Watkins, the
Barry.
Red Knight, first down.
That was Watkins.
Or was it Watkins?
Watkins, a big run down up the middle. Nice job.
That's 29-yard line.
It's the second thing to go is the eyesight when you get
Yeah,
to this.
exactly. Let me tell you, these lights aren't helping me this evening.
Back to pass. Studsrud throws down the far side. It's caught and
Wow,
touchdown
and bumble number 3
by John Lager.
And he just blew that defensive back or safety up.
Great pass by Studsrud. Good catch
Nice
by
pass by
Lager, and a
Studsrud.
good second effort
Beautiful
by Lager
effort.
as he breaks the tackle.
And has the safety
He's got that
stopped him and-
determination to hold on to that football and just
He may
like
want to ask
bull,
for a
he goes
copy of
into
that
them.
tape because that don't happen very often where you see a wide receiver run over safety like that. That's pretty impressive.
So that turnover costly as the Red Knights able to capitalize. And now we'll go for a extra point here. And again, so far the only thing that hasn't gone right for the Red Knights
It's
has
the
been
kicking
extra
game. And that one went off the goalpost. It has to be the win, baby. It has to be the win. That's
Didn't take many plays that time for the Red Knights to score, and it's 11:27 to go, and it's 18-0.
beautiful run. Boom, blow them up. Touchdown, Red Knights.
Lager says, not in our house. This
No.
is mine, my end zone.
Exactly. Smell it. Get in there. Touchdown.
That's the way you like to see him play, right?
Oh,
Keith?
yeah.
Arneson kicking off for the Red Knights.
Hard-nosed football. It's the only way to play it.
Back deep for Tartan.
Maybe.
Well, now with the wind at the back, we'll see what Arneson does here. Belafont in the back there along with number 10, Ao Thang. Yeah, they kick off now. And you can see what a difference it makes with the wind at your back.
Well, again, I mean, when he kicked that extra point, he was going into the wind, so that's kind of interesting. Maybe it just came off the foot funny.
Tartan takes over first and 10.
I think he had the distance, just didn't have the accuracy on that
Yeah.
one off the
It's
upright.
kind of like golf.
My golf game, that's for sure.
And the Red Knights back on defense again. See what Titans come out and do this series. Big turnover for them last series by Belafont.
Yeah, we'll see if they go with Belafont again or try and get the ball back to Rickert. Now they go the other way.
Quick hitch to number 7. Roberts.
Yep. Hart Roberts. And the Red Knights will give up the short yards that time as they get a couple. Still 11:21 to go in the half.
We got Rickert's in motion.
And the handoff. Belafont breaks one tackle. Does a good job to a second effort to get
Couple yards.
a couple more yards, right.
I'm just really impressed with this Red Knights defense this evening. You know, their defensive line is holding steady and, you know, holding their ground.
3rd down and 2 from the 28-yard line.
3rd down, 2 yards to go for the Titans. Quick drop back and the throw complete.
So Roberts, Hart Roberts again.
To Roberts, Jack Johnson on the tackle for the Red Knights. Titans pick up the 1st down, 1st and 10 from the
So 1st down for the Titans. They're going into the wind here in the 2nd quarter. 10:36 to go, 18-0. Red Knights lead. Belafont in the backfield. Tim McCarthy, the quarterback, back to pass. He's got time. Now he has to elude one defender. Stays on his feet, and he's going to be taken down.
Nice job by the Red Knights again. This defense
Great pursuit by the Red Knights that time. They may have missed McCarthy 1 or 2 times, but they got him on the 3rd.
Got the clock in your head. Got 3 seconds, 4 or 5 seconds to get that ball out. Not. Call that a coverage sack, Bruce. Call that a coverage sack. Because obviously he had nobody to throw it to. A nice job on the defensive line.
Red Knights making a late defensive change. And Belafont spinning inside, gets to the 40.
I can see Belafont's problem. If I'm his coach, I'm telling him, once you get in the traffic, put that ball away. That ball is out there.
You can just see that thing hanging.
And that's why that ball got swiped out the first time. So he needs to even get in traffic and know he's trying to cook up some positive yards. But, you know,
yeah, he holds that one like a loaf of bread out there. And
then the Red Knights going to take that loaf of bread back home then, keep it out there.
McCarthy.
runs it.
And McCarthy close to 1st down. He's going to be short, I think, by just a little bit. And if he doesn't have it, I think they probably go for it here.
Be like a foot away, and they're going to measure this one out.
Timeout for a measurement.
Well, they gave him a good spot, so we'll see. I think just with
that's right.
Be short by the nose of the football, maybe, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
1st down, Tartan.
I think the wind blew the ball over a little bit. 1st down for the Titans. So.
That was a pretty good spot there.
Jack Goldstein warming up on the sidelines. We've seen Benilde bring Goldstein in on and off this season.
False start on the tight end, number 83. Paulson jumps off sides, pushes him back just a little bit.
So spot this one on the 40-yard line after the 5-yard penalty. It'll be 1st down and 15 yards to go. Belafonte, and he is hit.
That's hard.
Tackling by number 43, Callahan.
Cummers. Boy.
Cummers was a coming. And Belafonte didn't have a chance. Blew that hole up right there in the spot. Nice job. Boy, oh boy, is this Red Knights defense looking solid this evening.
Well, we got the marker says third. I think it's second down because of the penalty. Yeah, now they changed it.
Gotta watch Rickard right out here, wide side of the field.
Back to pass throw and complete to the tight end. First down for the Titans.
Nice job. Paulson on a nice seam route. Picks up the first down. Nice pass by McCarthy.
Jake Paulson, 6'4" tight end. Yeah, McCarthy can throw the ball.
Yeah, he can throw the ball. He's a pretty accurate kid, too.
You give him time, and he seems like he can throw.
And if you look at this wide receiver core, Hartz and Rickards and Paulson, pretty solid hands by those guys.
Belafonte following the offensive line across the 40 down to the 39-yard line. So we've seen a couple times where they've been able to move the ball a little bit, but unable to finish, and we'll see what happens here as they have the ball inside the 40-second down. Pair of wideouts to the far side. Back to pass, under pressure. Now he lets it go. Very close.
Ricketts lays out for that one.
that was a nice throw too. I mean, that didn't miss by much.
And McCarthy had to get that ball out of there because if he's seen that linebacker coming, he knew he was going to take a shot on that play.
Look how close that throw was, and that was right where you need to throw that football, huh?
Yeah,
a couple yards, just a couple yards, and again, when you're throwing in this wind, it's hard to judge how far to put, but.
And that defense end was coming, so he had to throw it a little bit sooner than he wanted to because to give him another second and probably put a nice accurate pass. But nice effort. Now here's a big thing with the Titans, if they can convert on the third down like the Red Knights been able to do all evening.
Rickard on the near side now. Back to pass, under pressure, throws, and Rickard comes back for it. Makes a nice move, cuts back to the inside, and Rickard gets to the 20.
Like I said, this kid got some nice solid hands. Yeah, I don't think he's dropped very many balls this evening. A nice pass by McCarthy. And it's interesting with this Titans team. They're a really good passing team. Not much going on the run game, but a nice solid pass game this Titans team had.
He did a nice job to make Landis miss on that one and cut back to the inside to get about 7 or 8 more yards. So nice play. Rickards looked good. He's a good, solid receiver. That was a nice route too, coming back for the football.
Whew, boy, let me tell you, they eating that run up tonight. Those Red Knights are having nothing to do with that running game. They're eating that Belafonte up tonight. He's having a rough night. Again, that's a tough situation where you got to keep having the quarterback throw the ball, because eventually, hopefully, these Red Knights will figure something out and stop that passing game by the Titans.
Must be senior night tonight. All the parents heading down towards the field.
My baby's last game. As a Red Knight, that is.
Home game, yeah.
Yeah.
Regular season home game, maybe though. Some playoff games. Back to pass. He had pressure.
Baby.
Right. First of all,
Sam Lynch.
Almost intercepted by Lynch, but it went through his hands. And then Paulson had an opportunity to catch that ball.
And you think it wouldn't go through a guy like that hands and just caught a big touchdown pass in the first quarter of the game.
Lynch is a great defender, great all-around player. He doesn't miss too many of those.
No. I think he got a little excited. Again, got another big third down coming up here.
3rd and 9, and the Red Knights are starting to put a little more pressure on McCarthy. Now he throws it complete. And good job by the receiver that time. Grave Jr.
Grave Jr.
Grave Jr. did a nice job. That's really the yards after the catch, and watch him break the tackle here and work his way to get the first down. So a really nice drive as the Titans eating up a lot of time off the clock, but sustaining a really nice drive so far here. Benilde-St in the backfield, McCarthy under center. And the handoff. Benilde-St has room and hops right into the end zone.
That's pretty easy.
Nine-yard run by Benilde-St.
Nice big gaping hole there. Walks him to the end zone.
Great drive by the Titans. Is that Rickard? Oh, number 8.
Flags on the play.
Eric Eastwood, number 6.
Eastwood, senior, 5'9", 150 pounds.
Offsides against the Red Knights.
Brings the Titans a tad bit closer.
Boy, when you're that close, you almost think you
Automatic.
get it down to 8. Let's see.
Timeout. Tartan.
Yeah, you know, the Tartans call a timeout here. You know, with a couple 3 extra point misses, you've got an 18-6 game. You go for a 2-point conversion. All of a sudden now it's 18-10.
Yeah.
And or sorry, 18-8. Sorry, that's my.
I think the coach.
I went to St. Louis Park. I learned how to count. 18-8.
And I think that what they're looking at the situation
Where'd
is
you
this
go to
win
school,
again.
Mark? Or statistician today. That's why I'm not doing stats. Normally I'd be the statistician, not the announcer. Is that a little lightning, or is that Cameron? Thirteen-play drive for the Titans that time. McCarthy was 5 for 7 on that last drive, and now they're going to go for 2. And they give to Benilde-St same play that they scored the touchdown on.
Little nice dive play right up the middle. Touchdown. 10-point ball game now we got, Bruce.
8.
So it's now a 10-point game, 18-8. And that's an important drive for the Titans to stay in this football game.
I hope those extra points don't come back and haunt the Red Knights at this point in time. Senior night here, the Red Knights.
Yeah, you know, and that reminds me, we'll have to, in the second half here, talk about some of these senior players. I think I will have the opportunity to do that, if the program permits.
Picking off for Tartan, number 6, Eric Eastwood. Back deep, Baker Hanks. And Sam Lynch.
So Eastwood to kick, Lynch and Hanks back. Now we'll see what they do against the wind here.
Yeah.
Eastwood with the kick.
That's
a goofy ball.
Yeah.
Hanks on the return. Out to the 30.
And a nice big return, almost to the 40-yard line.
Did a good job to hold on to the football that time, with that ball was spiraling sideways.
Spiraling sideways and spinning around. So Red Knights back on offense again. Let's see if they can do it again.
Plenty of time to go here before halftime, 4:49.
Woo, the
Watkins.
big run. Watkins with a big run up the right sideline.
So across midfield down to about the
Peter
46.
Watkins, the ball carrier, picks up a Red Knight. First down.
Watkins looks fast, doesn't he?
Oh, he looks fast. And, you know, what I'm loving from Keaton Studstrud is, you know, this whole play action, you know, quarterback option, right? Oh! And there it goes again. It's this play action quarterback quarterback keeper type deal, and it's throwing the defense completely off their game.
From the 47-yard line.
That may be his first incomplete pass this
Yeah.
throw. Hanks and Lager line up to the near side on second down and long. Studstrud. This time he hands off again. Watkins with a nice
Watkins
hole.
with a big, nice run again down the right sideline. Boy, oh boy, those offensive linemen are doing something right over there. Because he's picking up some big yards.
They're down in 2.
So got about 8 on that play. Makes it now a short way to go for that first down. It's third down 2. Studstrud. Back to pass. He's trying to keep it and got stuck in the backfield and goes down at the 41-yard line.
And that's the first time all evening that we've seen the Red Knights not pick up the first down. Or excuse me, first down on the third down conversion.
Well, fourth down, this is an interesting call because you can really give the Titans some momentum to get back in this football game if you don't get this one here. Instead of pinning them back deep, see if they try and draw them off sides. Studstrud. He's going to run the play. Studstrud rolls to the near side. Players are covered. Studstrud is going to get the ball loose and incomplete, but he's able to save about 15 yards by doing that,
Yeah.
releasing that football.
Well, gets out of the box instead of intentional grounding.
Well, I think the first 3 drives it just seemed easy for the Red Knights. And
now
one
the
thing
Titans are
you
putting some
notice
pressure
is,
on that
you know,
quarterback.
maybe when the Titans score the touchdown, it gets everyone a little more fired up and they play a little bit tougher defense. And
a little bit more momentum going into saying that we.
So at 3:22, plenty of time left for the Titans to try and get back within a score here as they trail by 10. Belafont trying to get outside. It's a race. Belafont to the 10, 5, touchdown Titans. And you have to question the call for the Red Knights on not punting the football.
When you're up by 10, there's no reason for you to have to go for it in a situation like that, you know. And you're absolutely right, Bruce. And you can let this team right back in the ball game instead of pinning them down on their own side of the field and making them work for those yards.
Boy, you can see a big hole on the left side of the line as Belafont broke through that line. He looked like he was going to cut it inside, but then broke it out.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know who talked to the Titans offensive line, but they have now got their stuff together. And Belafont has had some big runs in the second quarter.
So from an 18-0 Red Knight lead, everything was going their way. All of a sudden, it's 18-14. I'm not sure why they don't go for 1 here, make it a 3-point game, but they're going to go for 2. Here's a pass and incomplete, no flags.
2-point conversion, no good. Makes the score Benilde-St. Red Knights 18.
So the Titans, you know, could have made it a 3-point game,
Yeah.
and they end up going for 2. And I'm not sure what the.
I don't understand the logic of either one of these coaches right now. You kicked it, point, you're down by 3 now, and now then you go for it on fourth down. You don't take those chances in a tight, close game like this.
I mean, the wind should not really have a big effect from that close in for extra points. Those are pretty automatic usually. But comeback here for the Titans, 14 unanswered points. It's a 4-point game. Still 3:11 to go.
And we've been talking about Belafont all game. At the beginning of the game, we were talking about him. It was kind of quiet. They shut him down, and all of a sudden he woke up, and now game is on.
Couple touchdowns for Belafont. Here's a high end-over-end kick.
Lynch on the return.
Lynch takes it, and he is hit hard at the 34.
34-yard line.
You just see the Titans are hitting harder even right now.
Oh, yeah. They got a little bit more giddy up in their step, and that's on the nice tackle right there on the kickoff.
34-yard line for the Red Knights.
So Studsrud with 3:08 to go here in the first half. We'll see if he can get the momentum heading back in favor of the Red. And the handoff up the middle. Nate Berry, the ball carrier this time, and he gets to the 37.
And that's what you need on the first down. Pick up a nice 3, 4, 5 yards on first down. Keep the ball moving. Keep the ball out of the Titans' hands at this point going into the halftime.
Quieted the crowd a little bit here, Keith.
Oh, yeah. Stunned them a little bit.
Studsrud, quick drop back, throw over the middle, incomplete. Hanks that time.
He had him open. Hanks just needs to come inside just a little bit more. So I don't know if there's miscommunication between the quarterback and the wide receiver, but he was open.
Still with 2:38 to go, plenty of time. This is a big play for the Red Knights because you really don't want to give the Tartans the football back again with the momentum that they've had.
No, you don't want to give them the football back right now. And third down, you know, they've been converting these third down, so hopefully they can pick one up right now.
Studsrud rolling to the far side. He's got some room, and now he goes down.
Loss on the play.
So, yeah, they're going to punt this one.
You know, the Titans doing a great job on defense and maybe the coverage downfield for Studsrud, but Studsrud looked like he was just hesitating a little bit as he's rolling to his right. I've seen him when he wants to take off and run. He's got a little more power, and right now the Red Knights are reeling backwards, and they have a
Studsrud's got to
fourth
realize
down.
that clock in his head, he doesn't have much time back there, so, you know, just, you know, in a situation like that, taking a big loss like that, just throw it out, you know, throw it out and live to see another day.
Surprised the Titans didn't call a timeout there to stop the clock a little bit here, but
nice big booming punt.
that is a nice punt. Fair catch caught.
Oh, and he fumbles. And the Red Knights pick it up.
There's the break.
Huge. There's the break that they're looking for right there.
Recovery made by number 17, Nathan Hanks.
What a great punt that time by Arneson.
That was a big booming punt.
And again, with that wind carrying that ball, is you know, when you're calling for that fair catch, it's tough.
Yeah, got to make sure you're underneath that thing. So here's the second life for the Red Knights.
How big was that? Because the Titans get the ball, all of a sudden they've got momentum, and now this could turn it. Is Watkins.
Watkins the ball carrier, no gain on the play.
Wow, you know, I can say one thing about this Titans defense. They're now sniffing out that run. They were giving up some big yards in that first quarter and part of the second quarter, but now they're starting to run pretty solid right now.
This could be logger time right here.
Oh, yeah.
Studsrud. And the shovel pass. Robertson.
Oh, nice open field tackle by number 10.
And on the tackle, number 10, Samanti Outthing.
Outthing with the open field tackle. Because Outthing doesn't get that tackle, he's going in for a touchdown.
So now the Red Knights will take a timeout here with 1:11 remaining in the first half. Red Knights lead by 4.
Down and 3 from the 18-yard line for the Red Knights.
Here's another thing that you look at this, Keith, is
first half.
By going for the 2 points, now if the Red Knights get in field goal range, they kick a field goal, it's a 7-point game. They've got a 1-possession game.
Exactly. We're doing the numbers, but I don't think the coaches are doing the numbers. I don't know who their statistician guys are over there.
It's still early.
Exactly.
Both teams marching up and down the field right now pretty easily. And
again, we got to look at the situation is, you know, that kicker's missed 2, you know, extra points. So hope he's warming up on the sideline somewhere.
But he can punt the football.
Oh, yeah, he can.
The missed 2 points may end up giving him 6 or 8 by that punt and getting possession here before the end of the half. Watkins. One thing Watkins does is he follows the blockers, he takes his time, and then he
very
works.
patient.
Inside the 10-yard line.
Watch Watkins here.
From the 9.
Look how
looks,
patience. Nice
waits for the
block by
hole
that
to
tackle.
open. Yep.
Nice tackle by number 69 or 68.
Studsrud keeps it himself.
Studsrud, the ball carrier.
And the Titans have actually done a good job on Studsrud. We've seen Studsrud with some really long runs in many of these games, and Titans so far have done a good job to contain the quarterback.
Second down and goal from the 7.
Second and goal from the 7-yard line. Clock down to about 35 seconds. And Studsrud takes it into the end zone.
Takes it in himself and touchdown Studsrud.
Studsrud from 7 yards out.
Not going to sack me this time. I'll just run and keep it in, score a touchdown.
Just had to mention that Studsrud was being stopped quite a bit in this game, and he takes it in the end zone.
You know, but that's what you were saying earlier, Bruce. You said you're used to him running and making faster decisions, you know, pulling the ball down, running, and that's what he's going to have to do instead of taking big losses.
Studsrud's just such an amazing quarterback on this football team, and now the Red Knights
Timeout, Red Knights.
take a timeout. Let's see if that means that they were going to go for 2 here, and now the question is, do they go for 1?
A reminder to football fans, we have Culver's, we have pulled pork sandwiches, hot chili, and an assortment of great items. Please support Red Knight
I know one
football.
thing, Keith, I should have
Also,
eaten
our-
before the game.
Tell me about it. This food is killing me. It's blowing right in my face.
They got grills going here. They got the charcoal burgers.
Powerade.
Smelling everything. It's hit me in the face. It's weird. It's killing me.
So the Red Knights are going to go for 2. See if Studsrud tries to run it in again. It's been successful. Nope, gives Watkins.
And it's good. Watkins again. Nice just being patient, sees the hole, and for the 2-point conversion. Great job, Red Knights. And again, big turnovers by the Titans on the situation where they held the Red Knights. Knights capitalized on the big turnover, scored a touchdown, going into the halftime with 27 seconds left to go in the game. In the halftime.
Turnovers can change momentum, and that one did. Yep. Good job for the Red Knights to capitalize on the turnover.
Now this is where that little goofy swivel kick comes into place because you don't want to give him a chance to return it, so just kick it on the ground. And let your defense do its job for 20 seconds on the clock.
You know, with that wind, he may be able to put this one the way he punted the football.
That's right. Right in the end zone.
Kicking off for the Red Knights, number 44, Matt Arneson.
Matt Arneson.
Back deep, Keenan Belfont. And number 10, Samati Alfang.
Yeah, I'm sure the Titans would like to get the ball in Belafont's hands here.
Arneson on the kick with the wind.
And that thing is
Touchback.
gone.
Park takes
Nice
over
kick
first and 10
by
from the
Arneson.
20-yard line. Just a reminder to football fans, it is BSN Football Senior Night. We will honor seniors and their families at halftime.
So 27 seconds remain here. And I think if I'm the Titans going against the wind, and I'd probably just try and run the football. And
take no chances right now going into the half. You know, with 27 seconds left, you don't want to do anything silly to give the Red Knights back the ball.
And if I'm running the football, Belafont's the guy I'm giving that ball to. So.
Oh, and another false start on number 83 for the Titans. That's number 2 on him.
They almost lined up, looked like they're more in a passing type of formation, like they were going to try and put the ball up and see if they could.
And I think number 83 trying to get a jump because that's their tight end, and the ball may have been going to him. He's just trying to get out there quick. Watch that seam route by the tight end. Watch Belafont on both sides.
Yeah, they're going to throw the football here. And a little down and out.
To Robert Tinkapley.
Well, here's what they have to be careful of. If they try and pass the ball one more time, they could
give the ball back to the Red Knights.
Right, because then the Red Knights have timeouts left. They could call a timeout.
Second down and 15 from the 15-yard line.
We don't see how many timeouts on this clock, but I think maybe 1 left for the Red Knights. Back to pass under pressure.
Nice stop
He is sacked.
by the Red Knights.
Vanessa McCarthy goes down, and
Nice solid defense by the Red Knights.
so now the Red Knights call a timeout with 15 seconds to go.
Well, the thinking now is probably the
Well-
the Titans going to have to pass the ball, and if they don't complete this ball, it's going to be a dead ball, and they the Red Knights will get the ball back with 10 seconds left on the clock.
Well, the announcers are saying it's a Titan timeout, which I would find hard to believe.
Wow.
Not with 3rd and 21 to go from your own 20-yard line. I would not
Call a timeout.
No. Unless you have that trick play that can get you 80 yards.
It must be one heck of a trick play.
Keith will be using that tomorrow
Yeah, I'll
if
be
they
using
get a
that
touchdown.
tomorrow. I'll be using that tomorrow in my game.
I still think it has to be the Red Knights calling the timeout there. Unless Red Knights are out of timeouts, the Tartans just wanted to make sure they don't turn the ball over here. Yeah, they're going to down the football.
Yep.
Timeout. Red
Yeah, so that
Knights.
that timeout was by the
Well, it still could have. Maybe the Red Knights had 2 left, but the Red Knights smart to call a timeout here, because now they're going to have to punt the football from deep in their own territory, and anything can happen when you're back there. Could be a bad snap, and if I'm the Red Knights, I'm just sending everyone.
Yeah, I'm sending everybody try to block this punt in the end zone without hitting the kicker again, because he's like the actor.
The other thing you have is the wind is against you so much that they may only punt the ball down to the 30, 35-yard line here. So the Red Knights may want to keep someone back to quickly down the football so time doesn't run off the clock. Because otherwise, if the ball keeps rolling.
I like your strategy.
Right.
Because you see Lynch, he's not lined up very deep.
So they could still be in position to try and kick a field goal or run one more play if they can quickly down this football. Or have Lynch run back. Oh, almost encroachment.
Oh, and it was blocked.
Yep, and now it goes out of bounds.
Well,
and
they got one shot at the end zone now.
You have to question when they took the knee. Why would you not run your running back if you knew
to run out the clock?
Timeout? Right.
And you got to run it back like Belafonte.
To get 5 or 10 yards. Yeah.
You got to run it back like Belafonte. That's going to run the clock out no matter what. So I don't know why you would sit there and call a timeout. Again.
Watch number 88, Sims.
Yeah. They got one shot at the end zone. And again, they can pass this ball and incomplete pass, give maybe another play.
Trips to the far side. Studrud back to pass. He's got time. Now he lets it go for the corner, and a diving attempt.
He had his tight end. Oh boy, oh boy. I don't think Studrud's seen his tight end wide open. Coming across the middle. Woo, boy, oh boy. You see him?
Jackson. And I'm sure the coaches may have. Jack's going to come back at halftime and tell the coaches, hey, I was wide open.
Can't get any more open than that. I don't think Studrud just seen him.
Pretty entertaining first half of football, though.
Yes, very good half of football.
So we want to, again, I think we're going to take a break. I know it's parent night. I don't know, Paul, if we're going to stay up at all, but we're going to take a break with the score Benilde 28 and the Tartans 14.
Hi, I'm Ben Affleck, and many actors have played the part of U.S. servicemen in the movies. But for veterans like James Crosby, their service and their sacrifice are real. And too often when they come home, their struggle continues. For over 60 years, Paralyzed Veterans of America has been fighting to help our injured veterans get the benefits they need and have earned.
Paralyzed Veterans of America was there for me when I came home.
Join me in supporting our paralyzed veterans. Visit pva.org.
Bruce over along with Keith Williams are at halftime here and McQuinn Stadium, and 28-14 our score. Benilde leads. First half statistics, yards rushing for Benilde, 99 total yards rushing, 138 passing. For the Titans, 119 yards rushing, 87 passing. And the 119 yards rushing, part of it came on that long run by
Yeah, it's a deceiving number. It came on that long run right before halftime by
58
58-yard run. Other than that, you know, they haven't been doing much in the run game.
Thanks to Mark Williams, our statistician tonight.
Thank you, Mark.
Arneson with the kick.
Oh, that's a good kick.
That's a good kick.
And actually a nice return.
A nice return by number 10.
25-yard line.
Yeah, that was Oak Thang.
Oak Lang on the return.
32. Costanda.
Oak Lang, what a unique name.
Senior night here. Some of our seniors we'll have in just a
Tartan takes
minute
over.
here.
First and 10 from the 25-yard line.
So McCarthy back underneath the center again. Belafont, see what they come out doing. I think they probably try to establish a run game right away, and they do to the right-hand side. Belafont on the right-hand side with a big pickup of about 9 yards.
Yeah, nice gain on first play, as you mentioned, 9 yards. And
again, they changed the game plan up. Bruce, first half of the game, they came out their passing attack for Rickett. And this time they come out with Belafont, which we didn't see in the first half. And now I think now that they see that they can run on those ends, they're going to try to get something going here.
It's a good play to be able to put the ball up if you want. Second down and a short yard to go. But they just give it to Belafont.
Belafont stonewall by the whole interior defensive line by the Red Knights. Great defensive stop by the Red Knights.
So from second down and 1, now it's third and 3 to go.
And again, if I'm the Red Knights here, I'm looking out for the wide receiver on a quick hitch, or I'm looking out for Ricketts on that little quick slant that he likes to run. And again, they're looking at Rickett right there. And nice read by the defensive back. Call that one, huh?
Oh, you did. You did. A couple seniors we're going to mention: Carter Burns, Callahan Commerce, Jack Goldstein, Nick Gugamos. Carter Burns.
Sam Litch on the back.
Nickname Carter Football. Callahan Commerce. Nickname C. Jack Goldstein Goldie, and Gugamos Googie.
The wind seemed like it's died down just a little bit.
There's a
Should
punt.
be a nice punt.
Lynch backs up, fumbles the football.
And again, Bruce, that you have to be right about that wind. It's tricky. We see two guys back there. One fumbled. You know, they gave the Red Knights the ball to score a touchdown, and then Lynch just fumbles right there and bobbles it, but picks it up and lives to see another day.
So we have those 4 players. Just real quick, Carter Burns, favorite youth football coach, Coach Hadid, because he led us to an undefeated 8th grade season. Callahan Commerce, advice: go the extra mile and take yoga.
Stud Shrew in the back in the shotgun position formation.
Stud Shrew, this time handoff.
And again, nice little run by Watkins, and Watkins is having a big night this evening.
And that was Barry, actually.
Oh, Barry, excuse me. Sorry,
Barry's
Barry.
had a good game, too. They've alternated.
They run almost identical.
First down, Red Knights.
And you like to see your running backs like that, Barry and Watkins, just nice and patient, waiting for things to set up, and then burst through the hole, pick up nice gain. Or first down.
Inside handoff.
Nate Berry again.
And Nate Berry with
Berry
a big
again,
opener up the
inside
middle across
handoff.
the 46. Couple more
Nice little
seniors.
dive by Berry. Another first down.
Nathan Hanks,
Keeps
Marshall
the chains
Hemke.
moving.
Sorry, Marshall Hemke, Jack Johnson, Michael Kaminsky. Kaminsky's favorite.
Oh, and they do
player,
a
Wes
double
Walker.
reverse play.
Look at this. And Austin Robertson.
Robinson on the reverse from Berry. Nice play. Nice little double reverse there. Nice job.
First and 10 from the 38-yard line.
So now they have the ball at the 37-yard line. Good drive so far for the Red Knights. Defense looking like they're going to blitz here. Studsrud. And the give is Berry. Berry gets out to the left side, gets about 4.
Nice pickup. And again, nice drive by the Red Knights. Keep the ball moving, keep the clock moving. Great job by the Red Knights for a pickup of 4.
Another 4 seniors, John Lager, Chris Landis, Sam Lynch, Michael McGill. John's favorite food is mom's lasagna. Chris,
First and 22.
nickname Landy,
49-yard line.
loves Chinese food. Sam Lynch. Rib City Ribs is #1 for him.
Rib City Ribs. Sounds good to me. Offside.
There's a
Number 28.
encroachment.
Encroachment on the outside linebacker on that side. Just sub him out, bring back number 48. He's trying to jump, trying to anticipate the snap count.
Mikey McGill's
5
favorite
yards.
person who influenced football, his football career the most was his grandfather, because he was Mr. Football at Matamidi.
Wow.
And now it's first down, 17 yards to go for the Red Knights. Back to pass. Studsrud comes to the near side under pressure. A little too low for Sims that time and unable to make a shoestring catch. So.
Ooh.
Matt Mogensen, Jeremy Pasteur, Michael Ryan, and Wyatt Sater. 4 more seniors.
Second down and 17 from the 44-yard line.
Wyatt's favorite movie, The Dark Knight, as we get ready here. Studsrud, second down and long. Studsrud keeps it. Cuts back inside. Nice gain for Studsrud as he gets down to the 34.
Studsrud, nice little quarterback draw there. Nice pickup. Makes me nervous the way the kids run these ball these days, that thing out there.
Studsrud. You can see his cadence. He likes to
Hard count.
bark out the signals, right? Checks over the field. And now
And
a
again.
double reverse.
Robertson, ball carrier.
Nice little run by Robinson. A little double reverse.
In on the tackle.
Nice handoff.
Yeah, they hand off to Berry, who,
Johnson.
and then Austin Robertson from the wing position comes across, gets the football and takes it up the middle. And it's now 4th down and about 2 yards to go. Jeremy Pasteur's favorite football memory, recording 8 sacks against St. Thomas Academy in 8th grade. Here's a 4th down play, Studsrud. And the give to the running back, Berry.
Oh, Berry almost breaks the tackle up the left side for the big first down.
A little bit of a shoestring tackle there.
Woo.
Otherwise, Berry was
First
gone.
and 10 from that
Lucky those shoes weren't Velcro or he'd be in the end zone.
And same play.
Nate Berry, the ball
That's
carrier.
Barry the ball
Barry
carrier. Look
going
at
in
Barry.
And
They
Barry,
can't bring him down. He's
and if you watch Barry, Bruce, it's just beautiful to watch him run because he's just so patient, stays behind his blockers, follows his blockers all the way in, never outruns his guys, stays patient, passes them up right at the last minute. Nice big yards for a first down for the Red Knights.
that's a good replay to see that, Keith.
Absolutely.
Here's Studsrud's taking himself into the end zone
And
for the
walks it
touchdown.
in.
Red
Nice
Knights.
quarterback draw right in the end zone. Nice job by the Red Knights.
Second touchdown of the game for Keaton Studsrud running.
And that's a heck of a way to come out in the second half of a football game. Come right out right away. Defense stops them. Come out and score.
Now 32-14. And the Red Knights will
And
go
go
for
for
two
two.
again. See if they give it to Barry again. Yep.
Nate Berry.
And Nate Berry on the carry. Nice two-point conversion. And the Red Knights are up 34-14.
14.
Four more seniors: Murphy Simonetti, Jack Sims, Thomas Stone, and Keaton Studsrud. Murphy's favorite TV show, Family Feud.
My favorite
Football.
TV show, that's actually my wife's favorite TV show.
Family Feud.
Family Feud.
That's
Steve
just
Harvey.
what happens in our house. That's it's a Family Feud. We don't need the TV show for that.
Exactly.
Kicking off for the Red Knights, number 44.
Jack Sims
Matt
influenced most
Arneson.
his dad, Mike, grandpa, and uncle. They all supported him and taught him how to play with
Back
passion.
for Tartan.
His favorite singer, Taylor Swift.
Thing, number 27.
We get ready to kick off. Thomas Stone. Favorite movie, The Dark Knight. His dad was his influence because he played college football and encouraged him to play. As Arneson set to kick off here.
Arneson with the squib kick.
Fielded at the 20, the 25, 30.
Oh,
And
And a
finally
nice
brought
return.
down
Winfield on the return
at the
for
42,
Titans.
Winfield.
Turns it out to the
44.
42
Keaton
yard line.
Studsrud's favorite movie, The Longest Yard. Favorite NFL player, Walter Payton, because of his greatness and on the field and off. So
Sweetness.
favorite memory, the 2012 section semifinal game against De La Salle. And play every play like it's your last.
Absolutely.
That's his advice. And off up the middle, Belafont. And Belafont does a good job as he eluded one tackle and was able to make about another couple yards to get about 8 on
What
the
I'm
play.
impressed about this Belafont kid is, boy, does he rock it through that hole. He has no hesitation once he gets that ball. He is flying through whatever hole they tell him to go through and always picking up positive yards when he's not running into the Red Knights' big defensive line wall, that is.
So good field position now across the 50-yard line for the Titans. Ball at the 49, I formation. McCarthy and movement on the front
False
line.
start on the offside. False start on offense. Moving back 5.
Last three seniors, Jared Tate, James Walrich, and Peter Watkins. Peter Watkins' favorite
Legal
genre
procedure
is
against
country.
Tartan. Second down and 7 from the 46-yard line.
James Walrich. His dad influenced him because he played when he was young.
Belafont to the outside. Can they close it up? Nice tackle by number 5.
Nice tackle made by number 5, Jack Johnson.
Yeah,
Nice
Jack
job.
Johnson did a good job coming up from.
No, and that's what you want your defensive line. You want your defense to string them out and your defensive back can get there and make a nice open field tackle. That's a great job.
You can see how he got down to make a low tackle and not allow the runner to get any extra yards. So moves it back to the 50. It's third down, 3 yards to go for the Titans. Receivers to the right. Back to pass, throwing across.
Oh,
and
nice.
dropped.
Nice pat. Nice.
It was batted
defensive
away,
play.
intended for Roberts.
Tremendous. It's a nice play.
To see if the Titans go for it here.
50-yard line for Tartan.
Now they're going to bring in the punting unit.
Back to
Landis, nice coverage by Landis on that play. Big, huge stop on 3rd down. Nice way to break on the ball, break up the pass. Good job, Chris Landis.
See if they fake it here, Keith.
Well, I hear him calling out, watch the fake, so.
It is a fake punt.
And the Red Knights sniffed it out. You heard them calling it before the play even started. They said, watch the fake, watch the fake. And I would have probably called a timeout and ran a different play.
Well, out of a fake,
And
you can tell the Red was not fooled on that one.
And again,
Usually
you take a chance on a play like that, and you're giving up unbelievable field position to an offense that you haven't been able to stop tonight. That's just a risky play for me. I'm going to punt that ball and make them drive up the field. But I'm not the coach.
Thought they'd catch him off balance that time, but again, Red Knights knew, why would you punt really? Better chance to just go for it here when you're down by that much.
Studger, the ball player, lost on the play.
Studger, look at you. Keep your eyes up, bud. You got your tight end wide open. It's a big target.
James Alvarado.
We saw Sims open at the end of the half.
Yeah.
Where he was unable to.
And he's open a lot. Studs. Quarterback just got to see him.
Run to the
ball carrier. Short gain
45 for Studsrud.
Tackle lead by number 33, Jake Martin.
Martin in on the tackle
Third down,
for the
8,
Tartans, and it brings up a
45
3rd down, 8 yards to go for the Red Knights. Here's the pitch, and there's
they
a great
that one
defense.
out.
play.
Actually, let's see if it got dropped, or did Titans are saying they have the football. I think it's Red Knights' ball here. Was it incomplete? Do they think he even caught it, or if it was a catch, it'd be the Titans' football, but
Incomplete
it is
pass.
incomplete.
Complete pass.
Got the good eyes from Mark Williams here to call that one. Yeah.
The smartest thing I've seen with either one of these teams do, punt it.
And this one against the wind, but we saw what Arneson did with the wind. We'll see what he does against the wind here.
Keep it low and underneath the wind. Cut it through like a butter knife.
Fourth down and 8 from the 45-yard line. Back to punt and Arneson.
Well, that's almost straight up in the air.
Wow.
Arneson on the punt. Short punt.
So the ball was at the 45-yard line, and now it's at the 41-yard line. Is that right? 40-yard line.
Yeah.
40. 5-yard punt.
5-yard punt.
First and 10 for Tartan from the 40-yard line.
Coaches knew that. They'd say, go for it. Let's run a play. Let Keaton try and get us down there. But that wind's tough. If you get it up in that wind, it's not going very far.
And again, Red Knights on defense. Got to stop, watch Balafont on the outsides because they've been running him on those outside ends.
Back to pass. Fake.
Pass.
Now he goes long and too far. Intended for Rickert. But good defense on the play that time.
You got to be careful. That was almost pass interference. You got 5 yards, and he hit him after that 5 yards, so that's good.
Hemke and Johnson had really good coverage on the outside, so not much room. Tried to pump fake, trying to get the defenders to bite on it.
That
but
stop and go route there.
I really think if they'd run Belafont like 3 straight plays, they'd probably have better luck.
Yeah. But what we did see in the first half, Bruce, we did see in the first half they did establish a good passing game.
We did, and it was that quick pass over the middle to Rickard. And here they're trying to go maybe down the sidelines and
it's not developing fast enough.
Down at 7 to the 43-yard line.
Both teams making adjustments defensively. 20-point Red Knight lead with 3:57 to go here in the third quarter. Back to pass, now the throw over the middle, and it's caught for a first down.
Also a reception.
That's going to be a pass interference on the defense.
Roberts on the reception.
Out there a little too soon, but they didn't decline this and take the first down.
Looks like maybe had the arms wrapped around him a little bit early.
Yeah.
Pass interference against the Red Knights.
It's a nice throw by McCarthy to get that ball in there too.
And the Belafont's hopping off to the sidelines. I don't know what happened to him on that play. That could be a good sign for the Red Knights that he's out of the game right now.
They mark yards after the catch, so
42-yard line.
Looks like Graves Jr. in the backfield now. Back to pass, thrown over the middle.
Oh, nice.
And nice catch by the tight end.
By the tight end, Paulson.
Yeah, he almost lost that one, but he kept his eye on it and was able to pull it back down and take the hit at the same time, as you see.
Nice, amazing catch there.
Hemke in on the tackle for the Red Knights that
These
time.
Red Knights can't get caught sitting on the hills now, even though they're up.
Back to pass, McCarthy rolls. He's got room to run, and now he just takes it for a gain of about 4.
Tackle made by number 51, Jay Weber. And an injury timeout on the field.
Red Knight down. Is that Jay Weber? It's hard to say. About 53. Mikey McGill.
McGill. Looks like he grabbed his shoulder. I think he was ran over by one of his own players. Yeah, he was ran over by one of his own players.
And he gets a nice hand from the crowd here as McGill's played a great game tonight for the Red Knights. He comes off. Belafont back in the game, Keith, so he's only out for a
couple plays.
Play or two.
And they got to watch him on these outside edges, because that's where he's dangerous.
Back to pass now, long pass. Rickard, he could have a chance, and
nice.
There's an interference.
Oh, wow.
I think it was got pushed just before the ball came. That was.
Can we get a replay on that?
It's funny too, because if you watch the near side referee let it go, but the far side official called it here. Let's take a look again here.
Pass interference against the Red
And
Knights.
let's see the timing of that. Well,
Oh, wow. That was just a nice breakup. So, I mean, and you would think that the referee that's nearest to the field would call that. Wow, that's iffy call there.
they had pretty tight coverage on that.
What do you think? No call. That's a great defensive play by number 5 there. You know,
First and 10 for
and
the
for
Red
referee
Knights.
standing right there doesn't even see it. The referee from the far side. Wow.
Yeah, Jack Johnson.
Maybe he had a better angle.
Was the defender on the play.
A referee once said to me last week, Bruce, he said, "The parents are optimistic, but I'm realistic."
That's a good one. See if they run Benilde-St. Nope, they're going to still pass the ball. And there's a down and out route, down right around the 1 yard line.
Reception by Roberts from McCarthy.
And now they just come out and decide to run. Now you got to watch out for Benilde-St here because this is where he's very dangerous in the middle, you know, running between those tackles.
Second down and 1.
So still an opportunity to get a first down with the ball at the 2 yard line. So they have a chance to still get a first down if they don't score here.
And they got that big fullback lined up, so I guarantee you they're going to run this ball inside.
There it is.
Belfont, the ball carrier, touchdown, Tartan,
Third touchdown of the game for Benilde-St.
4 yards out.
And third score of the day for the Titans.
Nice little inside run by the Titans.
Actually, a nice drive by the Titans there, aided by the penalty.
Eastwood to attempt the extra point for Tartan.
We're going to see maybe we'll see an extra point here.
Yeah, I guess they're going with the win, so should be good. Good.
Kick us up.
Hey,
That's the score.
Hey,
St.
somebody
Margaret's
can actually kick the ball through the uprights.
Tartan Titans 21.
so it's a down to 2 possession game. Not over yet for the Red Knights, but they'll get the football back, and they've so far been moving the ball very well. Keaton Studrud warming his arm up on the sidelines as he'll get ready to come back in. We saw Goldstein warming up a little bit earlier, but he has not been in this game. Again, having the wind at your back is nice. When you score a touchdown, you get to kick off and boom it pretty deep. Maybe try and pin the Red Knights back.
Yeah.
Eastwood to kick off for the Titans. Back deep.
For once, they're probably not being in good field position.
Eastwood on
Oh,
the
and that's
kick.
short. It's a nice,
Hanks on
nice
the return.
returnable ball.
This is Hanks. And good coverage by the coverage team of the Titans
First and 10.
as Hanks gets out to about the 23.
First and 10 from the 25-yard line.
So again, the Red Knights just can't rest on their laurels here because
Nope.
it's a 2-possession game. Studrud keeps it himself.
Drew the ball carrier.
Looked like he was looking if he had the opportunity to do that little shovel pass.
Yeah,
if he needed
and
to.
you know,
The way he
that,
was holding
that
holding the
outside
football.
linebacker came from the outside, and he didn't feel him coming on his backside, and he was hunting him down, and nice tackle by number 28.
Second down and 5 from the 30-yard line.
Kieran Johnson.
And off Watkins. Takes the hit but holds on to the football.
Nice little tackle there by number 5. Missile.
First down.
And a first down for the Red Knights and a nice carry by Watkins. On 1st and 10, Studsrud.
Again, there's that double reverse.
Right, and this is Austin Robertson.
Nice
They're
job.
on sort of the misdirection reverse. Yep.
Yeah. Wing back reverse.
And on the tackle number 60, Donnie Ruben.
The great thing about the Red Knights right now, Bruce, they're keeping this clock moving. They're keeping the clock moving, getting positive yards, not putting themselves in bad situations.
Studsrud takes it himself on 2nd and 2 and gets just across the line of scrimmage. It's going to probably be a little bit short of the first down, but it'll be 3rd and very short.
Picks up a Red Knight. First down.
Well, they gave him a good spot, so it's a first down for
Nice
the Red Knights.
Studsrud.
Down to 15 seconds to go in the quarter. And the handoff to Watkins. Watkins breaks one tackle, gets another nice gain.
Him and Barry just having a phenomenal game, the run game today for the Red Knights. Keeping it alive, keeping it alive.
And that will do it for the 3rd quarter as we're through 3 quarters of play here.
It's the end of the 3rd quarter.
34-21 the score. Red Knights lead. Stay with us. We'll have more football coming up in just a minute.
Reminder,
Patty, let me be honest with you. Won't filing for Social Security benefits online be confusing?
George, it's simple and easy, and you can do it in your pajamas from the comfort of your own home.
Oh, my.
You've navigated through asteroid belts, right?
Oh, sure, plenty of times.
Well, compared to that, navigating socialsecurity.gov is a snap.
Really?
It's so easy. Even Kirk could do it.
second down and 2 from the 43-yard line. So nice to begin the 4th quarter.
So you're ready here to start the 4th quarter. Studsrud and the handoff again, Watkins. Nice gain, good blocking by that offensive line. Has done a great job so far in this football game.
This evening. Welcome to another first
That line is Simonetti, Cato, Pasteur, Fitzgerald, and Stone.
They're doing a wonderful job on that run game today for those guys. Guys are picking up big yards.
So 1st and 10 now for the Red Knights. And Studsrud will take it himself.
A nice little quarterback option.
Short gain on the play.
And again, the great thing about these guys, Bruce, is to keeping that clock moving.
Second down is
Tick, tick, ticking away.
Felt a little rain earlier, and that rain subsided. Just have a wind tonight, but nice temperatures for this time of the year. Watkins goes over the left side to the 25-yard line. That'll be another first down.
Picks up another Red Knight first down.
Lynch comes out. Lager back in.
1st and 10 from the 27-yard line.
Go with what's been working. And that's Watkins again up the middle. Mark, do you have total rushing yards so far for the Red Knights here?
Gain of 2 on the play, make it second down and 8 from the 25-yard line.
117 rushing yards in the third quarter for the Red Knights.
First half, they had, what, 99?
99, so no passing yards in that quarter. Studsrud reverses the field, now has an opening to the near sideline and gets down to about the 11.
Woo-hoo, and stiff arm. This little talking back and forth between the two guys. Defensive guy never likes to give stiff arm by a quarterback.
Well, once you continue to run like that, you start wearing down that defense a little bit. And again, they decide to just keep running. Don't need to put it up in there. You know, at times you think maybe they'll do a little play action and fool them a little bit, but why take
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Keep running it.
From the 5-yard line.
You're up by 2 touchdowns. Nothing fancy here. Get the ball in the end zone.
You see Studsrud take it for another one here? Yep.
Studsrud, the ball carrier. Third down and...
So it's third down and about a yard to go. Here's another opportunity where they can get a first down as they get down to about, if they get down to the 1 yard line, it'll be first and goal. Studsrud, this time he hands off. Watkins looks like he should have the first down. And the clock continues to roll as we're under 9 minutes to go in the game.
Fourth down.
Well, so for the Titans, this is a big play. Red Knights feel like they're in control. If they wanted to go for a field goal, they can make it a 2-possession game. And now we have flags, and if it's... See if the Titans encroached on this. If they did, could be a first down. Oh, they're moving it backwards.
Legal procedure against the Red Knights. Fourth down and 6 from the 7-yard line.
So on the procedures now, fourth down, 6 yards to go. But no field goal attempts.
No field goal attempts.
Well, I think they'll have the Tartans pinned back if they don't score.
Oh,
there's
nice
a touchdown.
Pass to number 3.
17. Or the
6.
The Hanks?
Is that Hanks?
Hanks, number 17.
17.
It's on the far end of the field, a little bit hard to see from our angle, but Hanks cutting across, we're getting the catch, and
nice little quick slant there.
Got some big targets.
Oh yeah.
Hanks is 6'1".
Kick is up. And good.
There they go. That had
good.
That had a few yards.
Benilde-St. Margaret's Red Knights 41. Tartan Titans 21.
So no second guessing the coaches that time. When we thought it could have been a 2-possession game, they come up with the big play on the touchdown to Hanks. And
well, it's one of those situations. I mean, right there, even if they don't go for it, Titans are in a horrible field position. So then they got to drive all the way down the field anyway. So it's
with their back going against the wind. So
exactly.
So if they do have to punt the ball, Benilde will have great field position. So you're right, Keith.
So it's one of those things where it's a win-win for them.
You guys throw the ball much at that level?
Oh boy. Yeah, so if we throw the ball much. Cody threw for 3 touchdown passes on Tuesday night. We throw the ball a lot. We learn early. Play action.
Touchback.
Boom into the
Tartan
back of the
Titans
end
take over
zone.
on the 20, 1st and 10.
So the Titans will start from the 20-yard line, trailing by 20 with 8:18 to go.
So, Bruce, think we're going to see the Titans coming out passing again? Because I imagine down 3 touchdowns, you got to come out passing again and see what you can do.
And just when we think that's going to happen,
They
Delafont will be running
Yeah,
the football.
exactly. Up the sideline. Watching out for Ricketts. That's slot position.
They are going to throw. Oh, incomplete. First time we've seen number 14, Payne, in the ball game, and that time I think Payne looked and saw a big opening if he was able to catch that ball and,
Got to look at it before you start running. Got to look at it before you start running.
McCarthy, there's that quick pass again.
Oh!
And Rickards misses it this time.
And boy, oh boy,
Took a
the
big hit.
defensive back is closing in on that ball quick. I don't know if Rickards heard his footsteps and decided he didn't want to catch that ball. If you're going to take a shot like that, you might as well give it a whirl.
Third down, 10 to go now for the Titans. We mentioned if they have to punt the football, it's not going to go very far.
No.
So they need a first down here.
Yeah. 4 wide receivers set.
And now the throw behind, almost behind the receiver that time. That was James Trell was the intended receiver that time. And way over the top, too.
Oh,
so,
way over the top. No time.
If I'm Benilde, I tell my receiver Lynch to just maybe even let this one just
go,
because
maybe take a chance with it.
With this win.
With it.
But Lynch is pretty good hands too, so. Now Lynch just backs up. No need, great field position for the Red Knights.
Red Knights take over 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line.
And now we're going to see a new quarterback in the game as Jack Goldstein comes in now for the Red Knights. And gets a round of applause from the fans. And Barry gets ahead of steam, goes to the far side and gets tripped up inside the 30-yard line.
Barry's my MVP of this game, I'll tell you that right now. Boy, him and
Watkins and Studsrud.
Robinson are boy going neck and neck, and Watson, boy, those 3 boys been running tonight. Making it look easy this evening, ladies and gentlemen.
7:42 to go. Barry tries to get outside, but this time the Titans stack him up after a gain of a couple.
Get a 3 on the play, make it 2nd
And the
down
clock
7.
keeps ticking, folks. Clock keeps ticking.
Goldstein looks like he's trying to get the communication. He's got to hurry up and get the play off. And this time it's Austin Robertson with the head of steam.
Picks up another Red Knight.
These boys are making it look a little too easy tonight, Bruce.
They're going to wear out those sneakers.
Let me tell you, you got to give a lot of credit to that offensive line today. They're doing a heck of a job blocking for these guys.
Guggemos lined up to the near side.
And nice tackle. Finally, it's top.
Peter Watkins, the ball carrier, loss on the play.
Bowman on the stop.
Second down and 14 from the 17.
So bring up a second down, 14 yards to go. The ball at the 17-yard line of the Titans. As we mentioned coming into the game, the Titans were 5-1. The Red Knights 4-2. Good tackle.
Titans starting to figure out we don't have enough of this stuff.
Third down and 12.
Conferences will be realigned next year, and Red Knights being placed in a conference with teams like St. Louis Park, Chaska, Chanhassen, Kennedy,
right.
Jefferson. Now, again, they were placed in that conference as we closing goes down, but placed in that conference to the dismay because they some teams thought they should have been in the new conference with Wayzata, Hopkins, Edina, you know,
The Red Knights?
and others thought that they should go in the North Conference more with Armstrong and some of the northern teams, and so again, I think there's an appeal process going on right now because they were placed in this conference, and we'll see what happens. We'll see if the Red Knights stay in that conference or get moved to another conference. There's that reverse.
Watkins, ball carrier. Tartan takes over on downs.
Ken, the Red Knights not doing anything fancy this time, just trying to let the clock run down.
First and 10 for Tartan from the 19-yard.
Keith, you got some competitions coming up?
Oh, in about 6 months, we got the Arnold Classic coming up in Ohio, Columbus, Ohio, March 7th and 8th. Second biggest bodybuilding show in the country. So taking some time off. We got a baby on the way in January. You know, get that settled, squared away, and then get back to work.
How long is training, Keith?
Training right now started back up actually this week. Training for that show 6 days a week.
How many hours a day?
About 2 hours a day. I train in the morning, then I train in the evening. Not much cardio going on right now. That'll start up after about 12 weeks out. Oh, and here,
there's a
big
fumble.
play by the Red Knights. And the fumble recovery by the Red Knights. Huge play.
Number 59, Jared Tate recovering the fumble.
Jared Tate recovering the fumble for the Red Knights, and now the football back and in total control of this football game.
You know, I thought coming into this game, Titans 5-1, that, they put up a bigger fight, but this Red Knights team has just put the smack down on these guys tonight.
First and 10 from the 18 for the Red Knights.
To the senior night, we will not go home defeated.
They keep their, they have some of the second string in the game, and but they do keep Sims in at the tight end position to block. And Watkins
Watkins is ball
still
carrier.
in there.
Made a 3 on the play will make it second down and 7 from the 15-yard line.
Michael Kaminsky now in.
Watkins, the ball carrier, short gain on the play.
So Watkins for a little bit of couple yards there, and will bring up a 3rd down 7. And the Red Knights just working the clock.
Working it.
5 from the 13-yard line.
Positive yards, that clock keeps it moving.
I believe South St. Paul is the team ahead of the Titans in their conference. Nice cut.
Nice cut.
Watkins.
And Watkins for the touchdown.
From 13
Like I
yards.
said, between the three of them, they can divide that ball up into three and give them all a slice of it for the MVP.
So they go for the 1-point conversion here to make it 48-21.
Some big numbers put up by the Red Knights tonight. Coaches and the guys in this squad have to be impressed by that.
Arneson with the kick. And it's good.
So the Red Knights started their season with a 47-8 win over Albany. Their second game, they beat Robbinsdale Cooper 41-16. Beat the St. Louis Park Orioles 48-13. So they were 3-0. Then Fridley beat the Red Knights 58-39. De La Salle beat the Red Knights 35-14. Then they got back on the winning streak against Irondale with a 21-6 win, and looking like they'll should put this one away. Next game for final game of the season for the Red Knights is against Spring Lake Park. So Spring Lake Park, a pretty good football team, should be a good game. That's at Spring Lake Park on Wednesday, October 16th.
We've seen those boys already this season. They're a really good football team. They played against St. Louis Park.
This one can be returned. Until you hit the red wall.
Until you hit the Red Sea and hit you in the face.
So one less gasp for the Titans here as they trail by 27 points. McCarthy remains in at quarterback for the Titans. They're going to send Belafont out wide. So trips to the right. And they throw left. Well, the play went left and now is coming back to the right side by Roberts. And Roberts does a nice job to get the ball out to the 46.
47-yard line for Tartan. First down.
So first down now for the Titans. There's a pass, that dangerous pass out in the flat for Belafont, and
Second down and 10 from 47-yard line.
floated that one.
Number 25 is licking his chops. He's like about to eat you up.
Yeah, Sam Merriam.
Sam Merriam is like, go ahead and catch it if you want to.
So if I had that to do over again, I may have caught it and had 6 points.
Exactly.
There's a fake, steps into the pocket, now it's going to go down.
Short gain on the play.
Really good coverage downfield by the Red Knights here.
Castaneda.
Third down, 8 to go for the Titans. Red Knights have done a good job on Rickert here in the second half.
Absolutely.
Stepping into the pocket, now he's going to run. McCarthy is going to go down after a gain of a few.
And let me tell you, McCarthy's took some licks tonight. He's going to need a little bit of ice after this game.
He's going to the sideline, fourth down. I see no reason why they wouldn't try and go for it here. I think he's just going to get the call from the coach.
7-yard line.
Payne and Prell to the right side. Steps up into the pocket, throws, first down as Roberts makes the catch at the 38-yard line.
So Roberts gets up the first down for Tartan. First and 10 from the...
Gain of 10 on the play and a first down for the Titans. So and the wind just seems to be picking up a little bit more here, Keith.
Oh, yeah.
McCarthy to Roberts again.
Roberts for 3.
Tackle made by number 12, Michael Kaminsky.
Under a minute to go here.
Down in 7.
48-21.
The coaches from Tartan's not calling any timeouts.
Now, this is trying to go deep, and the wind played a part of that, but also trying to come back was Belafonte. Getting a chance to play a little wide receiver from a running back position. Keith, you look at how Benilde dominated this football game, but really the big play was that punt that was muffed.
Yes.
And when the Tartans had seemed to get some momentum back, seemed like they were stopping the Red Knights and also doing well offensively. It was a one-possession game.
Yep.
And then the Red Knights really just came through after that. Well, that was
Nice
what a
catch.
great catch. Yeah, that was Kylan Payne. That ball looked like it was thrown a little bit high, and he was able to pull that one down on the run. So the Titans just trying to...
That's the second time we've seen Payne tonight in the game.
Not giving up, trying to see if they can get a touchdown here before the end of this football game. With 24 seconds, clock is ticking down to 22. Back to pass, thrown, and almost intercepted.
Michael Kaminsky.
Kaminsky had great position. He actually had the best position for that football, and just unable to pull that one down.
Sniffed that one out right away.
Yeah, you saw Kaminsky looked like he cut to the inside for a second, saw the ball thrown, did a good job to regroup, get back out there, and almost have that interception. So 16 seconds to go. I don't see Rickard out there.
No.
Quick pass over the middle, complete, down to the 2-yard line, first down.
For Tartan. Make it first and goal.
So the Titans hurry up to the line as the clock will start once the ball is set down. 10 seconds. And they spike the football. The Titans want the end zone before the end of this game, Keith. In there.
Oh, yeah. Drawing up something, cooking something up in the kitchen.
It's really been watch Kylan Payne over the middle again.
Quarterback keeper.
They look for Payne. Oh, behind him.
Incomplete.
No, that was number 15. That time that was Prell.
Third and goal from the 3-yard line.
4 seconds.
Can the Red Knights hold them to no points?
A big blocker in the backfield there. Thrown,
Touchdown.
and it's a touchdown.
Quick slant. And that's all she wrote, folks.
Kylan Payne at the buzzer.
Number 14, Kyle Payne on the reception for McCarthy for a touchdown.
I'll go for 2 here.
It's the ball game. Referees
So they don't even have to go for the extra point when you're down. 48-27 the final.
Final score, Benilde-St. Margaret's.
You see that thing they were talking about, like no handshakes in the football games now coming up? They were talking about it. They said it was something unless there's supervised people like authorities on the field now, because something happened with these like teams handshaking, big fights breaking out. So they're talking about eliminating this whole thing in itself.
You see that when just like one thing or two things happen. They've been handshaking for years.
Yeah. And
you go 20 years, nothing happens. Something happens, and all of a sudden they want to make rule changes.
Exactly.
So.
It's like, really?
Mark, what do we have here for final yards here? Well, the Red Knights controlled the ground, Keith, 306 yards rushing.
Ooh, big night.
And 146 yards passing.
All you got to do is say Barry, Robinson, and Watkins. And that's where you get those yards from.
198 yards passing for the Titans. 155 yards rushing. Thanks, Mark, appreciate your help with stats tonight. So again, we look, as you mentioned, really Watkins and Nate Berry from
Robinson
running game, and
yes.
And then also Studsrud does a great job just controlling the tempo, and when he's on the field, he's a great field general, and he made some great passes.
And he had a great game
tonight.
A couple touchdowns, ran right through the middle. He had a great game, controlled the tempo of the offense, and can't give enough credit to the offensive line, who don't get enough credit as it is, because without those guys, those touchdowns, those yards wouldn't have been scored. So great job to the Red Knights offensive line this evening. And a super job by that defense. They gave up 27 points, but they held strong and held those guys off, and a great job this evening.
So hats go off to the seniors in their final home game here, regular season home game here.
Great bon voyage for the seniors.
It's a great win for the Red Knights and their staff, and Coach Hanks and Krieger, and so Keith, another one done here, and
another one done, Bruce. Senior night.
So again, we want to thank everyone who tuned in for tonight's game here from Benilde. I'm Bruce Omer along with Keith Williams. The final score, Benilde 48, the Titans 27. So long.
Good night.